How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're all having a fantastic day today. Monday, start of the week here, August 3rd, 3 days into August so far. Still kind of at the same price levels that we've been at for Bitcoin, but we do have some movers up in the portfolio. I wonder what cryptos we're going to be talking about today's live stream. Drop the crypto names up in the chat. I will go check them out in the live stream. Join Vilos. There's a lot of big updates I'm going to run through today. It's going to be a full stream today. Let me know if you're watching this live, if you're catching the replay. Let me know in the comment section after this is posted, what are your top 3 to 5 picks that you're holding this cycle? I definitely really want to know that. The community is getting bigger and bigger. Look at all these notifications I got. I got over 100 notifications. There's so many people joining our community every single day. Fastest growing community in crypto right now. Vilos is an unstoppable platform. It has every single tool, every single thing, and I'm going to run through the big updates today. All right, so first and foremost, Bitcoin's still at 63,600 right now. Has not moved, still in this trading box, the buy zone. I think that we're going to go lower. All right, I've already analyzed that the last few live streams. We'll analyze a little bit more today, but nothing's really changed, right? Ethereum is at 1865, Solana is at 73.72. Hyperliquid is at 54. It went up a little bit. I bought some hype at 52 bucks. I like that a lot. But the big one today in the thumbnail, I said Cash Cat plus top 10 cryptocurrencies. So because you guys know, lately I've been dropping some really good trades up in the community. You can see this Cash Cat trade right here. I said back into Cash Cat. It fell 80% from its all-time high. It's the biggest meme coin on Robinhood. Obviously high risk, high reward. It's a meme coin, but this is a long-term bet. I bought 150,000 Cash Cat right there at 4.8. This was a while ago. I made an even better trade than this. It's already up $2,000. That's not bad for what? 10 days of work right there, another 2,000 bucks in the account. That's good. Not realized though, I'm not selling it. This one right here, I bought some Cash Cat at 0.043. It dipped even more. I was like, I'm buying even more. I bought another 40,000. I want to become a Cash Cat millionaire. And then I bought another Cash Cat buy, another 100,000 Cash Cat right here at 0.037. Very, very close to the bottom on Cash Cat. If we go over here to their deck scan in Vilos, all right, best deck scan on the planet. If we go to Cash Cat over here, chart's looking nice and frothy today. All right, I'm looking at the chart right here. It is breaking out of a lot of resistance areas over here. Obviously, its all-time high was $224 million of market cap. That was set on July 11th. All right, had a little bit of a drawdown right here. All right, and this is when I actually swung trade it. I bought more over here at the bottom. I rode that up again, took some more profits up there. Nice little swing trade, just like how I did over here. Bought some right there, sold up here. Nice swing trades on the way. But my plan the whole time was when a meme coin established itself as the premier meme coin on a blockchain, there's a high likelihood that in the bull run, it reaches billions of dollars of market cap. I think Cash Cat going to 1 billion. Look, you can see how small the chart is when it gets up to $1 billion. If we go right here, this would be the $1 billion mark because it's a 1 bill supply. It makes its previous all-time high look a lot smaller than it is. And I think it's got room to run to multiple billions of dollars in the bull run. You know, a sign that a meme coin is here to stay is if it can survive multiple 90% drops right here. This one was a 80% drop from peak all the way to the bottom. All right, and if you even measure it to the ultimate bottom over here, how much was this? Ultimate bottom was 85% drop. That is suffice for me to see, okay, it's having a rebound right now. It's back at 6.3. It's currently at 6,290. All right, now it broke through multiple. I bought some more today. I did buy some more today as well. All right, it got past this resistance level right there at 5.6, and now you can kind of see, all right, it just passed this little peak that it set right there. Past that one, past this and this. Now it's currently in an uptrend because it's making a higher low and it's currently breaking downward sloping resistance. Looking very good. Volume is ticking up again today. Let's see what the volume is on CashCat over here. If we go check our asset detail page on Vilos, $15 million worth of volume, 24% of its market cap. It's ticked up a little bit. Very nice. The full entire supply is out. I like that a lot. New update with Vilos right here. Supply schedules on all of the assets are now there. You can see, oh wow, look at that. Christopher, watching life from Africa. Good to see you, brother. That is a dope place to watch the live stream from. Hope that you're having a good day. Yeah, so we got a big update right there at the asset detail pages. Obviously, most of the liquidations today, they were only shorts. 386K worth of shorts of CashCat liquidated because we're going towards the upside. Look at this chart. Looking very pumpy. Very pumpy right now. I think that CashCat could actually come over here at $84 million of market cap. And then if it breaches this part, we are on our way up to making, you know, $100 million and $150 million again. So looking very good. I think CashCat's going to do tremendously well in the bull run. You can see the live prices up there, 0.063 now. It did get a new listing as well on X. Another listing for CashCat. So it got listed on crypto.com and it got listed on here, Celio, and another one, Bing X, right here. So currently the team is working, they're grinding, they're getting listings. They came out with their basically like a launch pad, a token launch pad where other people can launch to. That's very bullish. It's called letscash.fun. So this isn't just purely a meme coin play anymore. You're looking at this and it actually has utility. Not so much with the token itself utility, it's still a meme, but their team and everything, the environment around CashCat is actually working and making things possible. So I like this a lot. Obviously, it's the first ever meme coin on Robinhood to breach 100 million, and not just 100 million. It went to $224 million of market cap. Looking absolutely fantastic right now. You're getting it down here, guys. That's why I've been putting so many buy alerts. 3, 4, 5 buy alerts right here up in the community in Vilos that I'm accumulating CashCat here. This is the time to sell up here. This is the time to buy. All right. The whales are doing the same exact thing. They distributed their tokens at the top over here as they should. They waited for this to drop 80%. Now they're starting to buy back in. I'm trying to get 1 million CashCat up in my portfolio. All right. It's already taken up more and more every single day that goes by. So because it's pumping. So it's one of the only things in crypto that's pumping a lot. Look at this one. We got the what if one. This is another Robinhood meme that is pumping a lot. This is at $27 million of market cap. I never bought this one, but a lot of you guys up in our community have this. We could do a little bit of TA here on this one as well. If we go to deck scan, then we just go what if over here, right there. Let's go check out its chart real quick. Alrighty. This is its chart. Let me get rid of this. Let's remove the drawings. Clean chart, clean slate for today's live stream right here. Let me also make the chart a little bit bigger. There we go. Full-time chart on this. All right, so this is a bullish chart still. You can see that it has survived a dip. It went to $38 million on market cap. Really had a lot of big whales sell off right here. It dropped 60% virtually overnight. That's what happens with meme coins. You know, once it reaches a new all-time high and it's in price discovery, the whales, you know, there's nothing to go off of. So they're like, okay, well, I'm going to take some profits here. That's what they did. All right. So looking good. And now you can see that it's kind of having a downtrend V-shaped recovery here. Here's the V right there. Still very volatile. It's trading in a parallel channel now towards the downside. You can see here and here the peaks all reach this downward sloping resistance line, and it's still in this parallel channel towards the downside. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna buy this. I just don't think that this is one that fits my criteria, my portfolio. I'm not a big fan of the meme itself, you know, the drawings, the artwork, things like that. But I'm very happy that a lot of people in our community made some money with this. Now, the big test for this one moving forward is if it can finally break this downward sloping resistance here. And then if it does, it will go to a new all-time high and continue its bull trend. Currently, it's in a downtrend. This could be an opportunity for you guys to accumulate for sure. but it's not that far off of all-time highs yet. You know, sometimes you want to see a token come down to a larger support area where this thing could definitely drop back down to, I would say, right here, right around there, like another like 40% drop from where it's at right now, because that would only be, let me see, if we do this, a little measured move towards the downside here, around $15 million of market cap, because I think that this is more of an area of support over here. All right. Again, this thing's still kind of brand new, so you don't really know too much about the chart yet, but community intel says it's bullish. You know, a lot of people on X and TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram. So they're getting people on all socials to post about this. Looks like it's very low FUD. I like what I see. It's just, for me personally, I wouldn't buy this just because I don't think that they're not getting that many exchange listings, are they? Let me see if they do have exchange listings. No, not yet. So they still only have Uniswap. When you're at a current market cap of 26, 30 million, 35, 40 million dollars, you need to get some exchange listings, because that's when the team has a lot of funds. They can easily pay for exchange listings. If you don't, you will suffer the same fate as this one over here called Asteroid Shiba. This thing went up to a large market cap. All right, this went up to 176 million because Asteroid is the mascot of SpaceX. All right, so there's a lot of hype with this, went all the way up, but the team never paid for exchange listings, so the hype went all the way down and it died. Whereas CashCat, completely different story. That's why I have so much conviction in CashCat here. And now you're starting to see that starting to peek its head up a little bit. They are getting listings down here. You're seeing crypto.com, that's a tier 1, big time. Mexi, KuCoin, you can short it and long it on Hyperliquid, Bitmart, Aster, LBank, BingX, a bunch of listings. So looking good. And the big one ahead of it is the Robinhood listing. I think because CashCat is followed by the CEO and founder of Robinhood, Vlad Tenev, like he literally follows this meme coin. I think this is the chosen one of the chain here. It's kind of like Pepe is the chosen one of ETH, and you know, Bonk and Dog with Hat were the chosen ones of Solana. This one is Robinhood right here. This has lore behind it. Robinhood was going to be named CashCat at the beginning of its inception. And I think it's bullish, guys. I think it's really bullish. Smash the like. Good to see everybody coming up in the house in the bear market. You guys are smart. This is the time to pay attention. You get all these cryptocurrencies super darn cheap. Let's see what the fear and greed index is at today. 28 out of 100. Looking good. Still at the same spot that we were at 2 days ago. You got CashCat trending #1 on the planet right here. Pump Fund. #2, I like that. Pump funds in my portfolio. Pudgy Penguins, all right, looking good. I love Pudgy. Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Ondo. So some big caps and some BitTensor Tau. What did I tell you guys about BitTensor? BitTensor was going to come down to 187 because that was where its Fibonacci retracement level was. If we look back on the 7-day chart, where did it come down to? Price-wise, came down to 186, 188, 190. It's still chopping around in this range right here. And I think because it's still in a downtrend, unless it breaks these little local highs here of 200 again, I think it'll go down even lower. I think it could go down to 145 at the absolute low. It could go to 145. So maybe some of you are BitTensor holders and you're thinking, no, there's no way it can go down there. But some people didn't think it was going to go down to 145 in February. So it could revisit that, bounce off of that, finally start its bull run again back in Q4 ahead of us. Q4 is coming around. We don't have that much time left to accumulate these cryptos really cheap. This is the best time. This is my 4th crypto cycle here. I can tell you the midterm year, every 4 years, is the bear market. This is the best time to put in a little bit of money and turn that into $1 million, $2 million after you wait and sit on it for 2 or 3 years. Absolutely fantastic time to be an investor right here. And you can track all of my trades up on this platform right here called Vilos. Download either the app on iOS, Google Play, or the Galaxy Store. It's all available right there. We're getting new members up every single day. You can see my trades in real time. Just bought some more CashCat right there right before the stream. I see Merlin got some more as well. All right. And if we go down here, Let's see. This guy right here, Gonzalo, he's been doing some good trades in our community. He says it's actually a spot hold, not a long. He's been doing longs up in the community, but he's been doing spots. That's what he meant. Popcat vibes. This one's called Drooling. He's up 354 bucks on it already. All right, so he's getting something that's down significantly from the all-time high. Let me see. It's down 86% from all-time high. All right, how much volume was on this? Pretty low volume, 378K volume, but it's a small market cap, 518K. That's actually really good. It's 73% of its market cap and volume. No exchanges yet. Actually, well, there's KCEX, but that's a very tier 3 exchange, but that's better than nothing. How long has this been out for? Since June 26th, since June 8th. So it's new. It's a very, very new one. It's on Solana. Let me check out the website real quick. Drooling Cat. I like the website. Oh man, dude, I have a very weird career, and this is a very weird thing. I'm talking about a thing that is called Drooling Cat. But you know what though? We make money on this stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, I like the meme. You can make it in different kinds of images and stuff. They have an image generator. It looks good. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. Add it to the watch list right there. Maybe if they get an exchange, I'll buy some. Looking good. Let me just plug my computer in. All right. Do this. Looking good. Let me take a little sip of my my Coke. It's nice weather out today. It's not storming. It's looking nice. No thunderstorm that's going to crash the stream today. Golden Pocket. Good to see you up in the house. Always good to see you up in the house. All right. And then if we go over here real quick, let's check out stocks. What are they doing today? Stocks is green. So is the bear market here? I don't think so. Stocks are looking good. The Fed, they didn't do anything. They paused rates. They didn't do anything in the last FOMC. And the next one's in September. So you could see a pump here with Bitcoin and crypto up until maybe mid-September, then get one last little flash crash going into late September, October, and then that's going to be the peak bottom where Bitcoin might reach 55K. Maybe the bottom's already in. It's possible that the bottom was right here in June 30th, June 28th. It was like 58K. I think it could easily, though. People think that 60,000 is a really big support level. I don't think so. We're just 3K above that. We could see one little more dip to the mid 50s, and then that's when I'm going to deploy basically all of my dry powder. Gonna 0.0134. Okay, it's going up a little bit, but still way down from its all-time high over there. All right, looking good. And this is in robotics, and it's on Coinbase. It's a small market cap too, because not a lot of it is circulating. It's a 29 mil market cap, fully diluted, a little bit of a different story, 133 million, a little bit different story there, but it's a cycle 1 crypto. It came out in March of 2026. You guys know I like the fresh meat, the fresh cryptos for each cycle here. I think this is going to be a good AI robotics kind of play. I think robotics is going to be a big narrative this cycle. So keep that one on your watch list. Let me go over here real quick. Let's get some chats. Can you do Pepe coin? Yeah, absolutely. We can go do that. Let's go over here real quick. The green frog and red lips. All right. This one's been trading in a down range for sure. You can see that its peak bottom over here was right under $1 billion of market cap, went down to like 950 on July 1st. And now it's kind of recovering a little bit, right? It's at 1.22 billion at the moment, 1.23 billion. Volume's looking good. This is a blue chip. I have some Pepe in my portfolio, some long-term bags that I've bought a long time ago. I got Pepe at $100 million back in the springtime, May of 2023, rode that up to $11 billion in December 2025. So I'm very, very used to Pepe's volatility here. You know, it being down from its all-time high, 89%, a blue chip, a Hall of Fame meme that's on all of the exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Robinhood, everywhere on the planet. It's a solid one to park some money in. And I think if you were an investor in this, not financial advice, I would be comfortable having about 10% of my portfolio in Pepe, about 10%. But I'm not going to go more than that just because I don't think that Pepe is going to do that big of a bull run. It's already huge in market cap. Like if it goes up to 6 billion again, that's like a 5x from here. That's a 4 or 5x. So not the biggest gains in the world. I think there's a lot of other better plays than this. Like Troll, for example. I think Troll is going to outperform Pepe this bull run. Troll's only at $36 million in market cap. Pepe's at 1.2 billion. So this one is very small market cap, but they both have Coinbase and Crypto.com and Binance US. So I think Troll is a better play. And I think Cash Cat is a better play than Pepe. Look at that. We just started the stream and Cash Cat's still pumping up. Let's go. What are my trades at right now? Let's see this. If I refresh this right now, this one's at $2,600. All right. This one right here is at $900. And then I had another one. It's at like $3,000 or something, or $3,500. So looking good on that. All right. Cash Cat's pumping up. I'm telling you, if you were to be like, oh, well, I missed the move, David, it's over. You know, like it's already pumped up a little bit. It's up 70% in the last week. It's up 70% from the low that it was at, 36 cents. I mean, not 36 cents, $34 million in market cap. That's super low. You got to just zoom out here. Look at where it is on the all-time chart. Super, super low. It's right here. It's a little tiny little pump right now. If it gets past this peak over here, 80 million, all right, then you kind of missed the perfect entry right here. You know, you want to buy stuff that's down 85%. Vlad Tenev follows Cash Cat, guys. This is like, it's a chosen one. Golden Pocket, thanks for the 5. If has confirmed a Blowfin listing. All right, so that's bullish for that coin right here. This one right here is at the perfect market cap for it to start capturing some listings, all right? Because the team probably has some money, you know, that's when you want to do it, right? When they have some funds. It's hard for teams that are at $1 million and $2 million in market cap to pay for 15K listings. You know, it costs like 15K, 20K, 30K to list on some things. And for the tier 1 exchanges, it costs like $500,000. So, and they have to vet you and accept you and go through a really rigorous process to get on Coinbase and Binance and all that stuff. But looking good. It's still in its uptrend. You can see that it's kind of recovering again. All right. If we were to go back to its DEX scan chart, like I said, it is in a parallel channel towards the downside. And you can see that it's approaching the top of the range here. Top of the range. And you can see this in real time, guys. Let me just expand the chart a little bit more. Man, I love the DEX scan on Vilos. It has all the tokens now. If we were to go right here, like it needs to get past this. And this is on a lower time frame, the 1 hour chart. If you go on the 4 hour chart, 1 day chart, same exact ordeal. It needs to get above here and close green candles above that. Then it's absolutely still going to make another all-time high. All right. 100%. But what it could do as well, all right, is it does a little fake out. All right. It comes up here, it breaks it, but it goes above it, but it doesn't close. So it's called a wick. It wicks up, then it comes back down and then closes the candle below. That means that it's still in its downrange, and you could definitely see this thing go down to 16 mil again, because it hasn't been up at those levels for like weeks. It's been up at those levels for days. So a larger support area is more around the $16 million level. You can see that it's kind of bouncing around this area right here. That's that 26, 28 mil, but still in its parallel channel. Needs to break that. All right. And of course I did some TA on this one way back. I mean, not way back, but about 8 days ago, 9 days ago. All right, when it was over here, you can go watch my past streams, and made that all-time high. Then it came all the way back down, and I said, okay, well, if it's gonna come back up, it needs to break out of this. All right, break out of this. It made a lower high, but then you can see that it held support really well, and then finally it did break above. So it's on a big level right now. A big level. So, but if I were to tell you if this is a bullish chart, it's still a bullish chart. It's not bearish yet. Not bearish yet. Volume looks like it's ticking up a lot. You can see down here, volume is getting pretty high. If we were to go over here as well, there's more buy pressure than sell pressure. 4,600 buyers, 3,400 sellers. You gotta just tell people up in that community, stop fucking selling. That's what you gotta do. So, Mr. J, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hope that you're having a good day. Thanks, Dave, for looking at if it's about to get a listing on Blowfin. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Cedars, hey man, trading volume has been low across all altcoins for the past 2 weeks. Any idea on why? It's always like this in the summertime in crypto. Whether we're in a bull market or in a bear market, volume is always lower in the summertime. Velvet, especially deep in the summer. I'm talking about end of July, beginning of August. That's absolutely at the deepest point in the summer. Cedars probably because of bearish news of the Clarity Act or Bitcoin not holding well. Bitcoin is holding well above 63, but if we were to go check out our Clarity Act news over here, not much has moved. It actually went down a little bit. Now it's at 25% instead of 28% that it was at a few days ago. So you got another new update to Vilos. I'll just knock those updates out for you guys. Event odds are now here. All right. So looking good. You got all of this stuff right here. Fed decision in September 2026. Looks like there's a 55% chance of a 25 basis point hike. You got the odds right there and some big stuff looking good. You know, you can filter by macro or crypto, whatever you want to do. You can also just go in predictions and go search by stocks over here, finance, politics, like all of it is right here. Will US invade before 2027? There's an 80% chance that they won't. That's good. If we go over here to the arcade, I see a lot of people now are starting to play the arcade games, looking very good. Honestly, the games are looking sharper and sharper and sharper. I'm not going to play that one right now, but this one, I like this one a lot. It's called Bull Run, okay? And basically, you know, it gets faster and faster and faster, just like every single game. It gets harder and harder. But so basically you end it, you can see basically the leaderboards for the week for every single one of these games here. Just kind of, it's coming to the iPhone and Android tomorrow. All right. It's going to get better and better and better. You know, you can play Chain Surfer over here. Every single game is awesome. You know, you got your Tetris over here. Yeah, man, you got so much. You got so much games, and there's going to be more and more coming around. Rainbow's Hopes, good to see you. If you like Coke, have you tried Coca-Cola flavored Poppy? Some don't like it, but I think it's great. I don't even know what Coca-Cola flavored Poppy is. Let me see. Let me see. No, I have not seen this before. Poppy Classic Cola is a low-calorie prebiotic sparkling beverage. Nice. So it's really low calories, low sugar, 5 grams. Yeah, I'm going to have to try this. I'll probably pick this up on my next Walmart order or something like that. Thank you. I like bubblies as well. I used to be on a big bubbly kick. Benji, good to see you. Hope that you're doing good, bro. Hope that you're doing good. You made $11 million on Pepe. What? No, you misheard. I got into Pepe in May 2023 at 100 mil market cap. I rode it up to $11 billion in market cap. So it was about 110x right there, 105x. It's really, really good. Viking, good to see you, brother. Thoughts on Wishbone? We can go check it out. Wishbone over here, it is on Robinhood. It's another dog, you know. It has like a cute little like green costume on it. It is up 34% on the day. So you can see that this one right here looks interesting, all right? I bought a little bit of this as a lottery ticket, all right? This thing went up to, its all-time high was like 10 mil market cap. Let me go get the DEX scan chart. It's a little bit more, well, it's 100% accurate. Let me go over here. Wishbone over here. All right, so you're starting to see that Wishbone, it looks like it survived a 90% drop. If we measure from peak to the bottom over here, 94% drop. And now it's starting to make lower highs and lower lows over time. All right. Starting to see that it's going up a little bit. That's bullish. And then it did make a higher high over here off this wick. That was a little bit of a higher high, and the closes are higher highs. So right now it's in a parallel channel and it's coming back towards the downside here. Hopefully it can just continue in this momentum. Maybe it comes back down again to like 1.6 million or something, and then it bounces off. And then finally what it's really gonna need is it needs to break above this parallel channel right here. All right, it needs to break above that, and then boom, you're off to the races. And now it's retesting these current lower highs over here, that one right there. And then obviously it's still a ways off from its all-time high, but if you were to look at this as an investor and you're bullish on it, it's kind of like cash cat. You're getting it like 95% down. I would say this, if you like this one, like, are they posting on X? Let me see. 1,800 followers on X. I like the logo. I could see it. It's kind of mimetic. Yeah, I like this. And they're getting decent engagement. This guy, one of these people dressed his dog up. Looks like it's decent. It definitely is very, very high risk though. Like super, super high risk. I wouldn't put a lot of money in this, you know, maybe like throw in a couple $100 or something at the lows, because now it's kind of at the lows again. But volume is up a little bit today, 250K volume, 1.74 mil market cap. Having a nice day in the sun. It's up 34%. Yeah, that's basically that one right there. Let me go check out crypto bubbles over here. Let's see the top gainers on the day. You got Algorand, that's up 8% in the top 100. Let me see the top 120 to 180 over here. I don't really see any bubbles that I recognize. Let me go back 180 to 240. Yeah, a bunch of these I just do not recognize any of these projects. And I go through all of the lists, like basically every other day. I go through all the lists, go through all the narratives. That's how I stay sharp with things. Crypto bubbles is a nice way to see if you missed something and it's a big bubble. Like, why is it moving down or up? And you can see this Ansem one over here. It's back down to 18 cents. It kind of had a little run up over the past week here. It went from let me see. Oh yeah, it's because it's not all circulating. Hold on a second. It went to what? Let me see price. Yeah, 15 cents, 16 cents, all the way up back to 21 cents over here. So this thing is still trading in its range. Another one that kind of looks like Cash Cat, but it didn't have that big of a drop though. So I'm not convinced that it's out of its downtrend yet. Might still need some time to cook a little bit more, get some more bears out of it, and then, you know, then it could probably start making its way back up. I think this one has a good chance of going to $1 billion. I like the name. They just hired a new artist on X. Their artwork is very clean now. You can see that their pictures and stuff like that are getting better and better. Their community, I ran an AI agent scoping out the entire crypto Twitter, all right? And Ansem coin right here is top 5 for all cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, that has the most engagement. So when you have a diehard community like this, it's hard for the price to go lower because there's always new holders coming in. So I think this one has a lot of potential here. Has a lot of potential. You can see on X, 97% bullish, 0 FUD. That's good. They're getting some listings. Maxi, HTX, LBank. Okay. Looking good. I still have some bags. Still have some bags of this. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Let me go over here real quick. So we covered Cash Cat right there. Ooh, Cash Cat pumping up 65 now. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let me get rid of my drawings here. Let's make this a little cleaner and make the chart a little bigger. Yeah. So I started the stream. Cash Cat was like right here. All right, right here. And now it's pumping up a little bit more. It's in an uptrend, guys. Don't bet against the uptrend. You know, it finally consolidated enough, had an inflection point, had its bottom over here. All right, really, really bottomed out convincingly. And now it's in an uptrend. So now it's starting a new bull run uptrend right here, and this thing could go up to new all-time highs in my opinion easily, and then make this previous all-time high look very, very small. Once it goes up to like 600 million, $1 billion of market cap, you're looking at, if it goes to $1 billion of market cap, one cash cat's going to cost you $1. That's so expensive, but we saw it last cycle. Dog with hat went to $2.40. You got SPX 6900, that one went up like big time. What was its all-time high? $2.27. So definitely these 1 billion supply tokens, it's a bullish number. 1 billion, it's clean. And cash cat, it's got it, you know. Can you analyze Jimothy the raccoon and Cooper on Robinhood? Absolutely, Akash. Good to see you, brother. Always very active up in the community. You want to be in the top. You want to be in, well, we actually just passed 300 members up in the community, but you want to now be in the top 400 because then you get more diamonds. You want to get as many diamonds as possible because there's going to be more and more rewards down the line, all right? And the fastest way to get diamonds is by referring people. I already have 11 referrals. You get 1,000 diamonds for each referral. So this could be like, if I partner up with some projects like a crypto wallet or something, I could ship out, you know, hardware. I could have them, obviously, I wouldn't ship it out from my house. I would have them ship it out to you guys if we have, you know, airdrops eventually in the future where, you know, obviously when there's thousands of people watching in the bull run and stuff, the OG members and Vilos are going to get a lot of cool shit. So let's go get Jimothy the raccoon. Let me see if it's up here. Jimothy the raccoon. Yeah, it is. Looking good. Does it have any exchanges? It does. Mexi, LBank, Alpha X, Bing X. Nice. Nice. Wow, 110% of its market cap and volume. That's really good. That means that people are very interested in this. And I was seeing this meme, Jimothy the raccoon, on, you know, social media, and apparently it's like a weird looking raccoon that's walking. And I never knew that raccoons could like walk and stuff like that, but it has like really long legs. I actually think this has a good chance of going to like 50, 60 million dollars in this stage right here at the end of the bear market and beginning of the pre-bull stage. There's always that pre-bull stage where there is more liquidity. You're going to see more and more meme coins get up to 100 million. The bull market is when those 100 mil graduated coins get to 1 billion, 2 billion, 5 billion dollars. So the Jimothy one looks decent. Let me go get an advanced chart over here on the raccoon. Let me go check it out over here. Community Intel is telling us that it has a 91 out of 100 score. That's bullish. All right. Another big update to the deck scans that you can see trending tokens down here. All right. What is trending? I saw that there's this Cupsy one as well. We can go check out Cupsy right there. Cupsy. That's like a pump fun mascot, the pill. Let me see. Contract looks like it's revoked. All right. So clean contract. It launched on Pump Fund, so you know it has a clean contract. Buys and sells coming in real time. Let me see if there's any big sells coming in. Let's filter by sells. And let's go USD. We'll do like over 2,500. One guy sold like about $4,000 11 minutes ago. That's not that bad. Then you had a few sells above $1,000, $2,000. All right. What about buys? Is there more buy pressure? Justin, somebody just bought 1,700. All right. So let me see buy sell pressure. Very, very equal. Bulls and bears are fighting at the top right now. Okay, now let's go do the analysis of the chart. I think the meme is viral. I think it can definitely do some damage for sure. Some damage in a good way. I meant like having a good run here. Let me do this. Let's zoom this out a little bit. We're on the 1 hour chart. All right, perfect. So right here, Jimothy is in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend and it needs to hold above this horizontal ray. You can see that it did that. All right. It had its bottom right here, its local bottom, and it bounced off of it. But I'm not convinced yet because now the price just went like this and it came right back down a little bit. You can see the red line. So maybe this comes back down even lower and makes a new lower low. It's also possible that this might not be the Jimothy raccoon that's going to go to big market caps, right? There might come out with another one with a better team, you know, that's looking at basically holding this longer, and they have bigger goals and stuff. But so far, this looks like the only one that's trading above $1 million. So it has like that first mover advantage of the meme. They have a lot of potential to make this into a bigger meme over here. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah, you can see that it reacts off of these peaks really, really well. So it has a hard time getting past previous little highs and peaks and stuff. And right now, this thing is still in a downtrend right now. So it's still in a downtrend. It needs to hold this level here, or else this thing is probably going to go, I mean, its next support level after this, because it shot out of the gate really, really quick. You can see right here, shot out of the gate. You know, it launched, and then that day, basically, it went to $2-3 million of market cap. It did survive a drawdown, though. Right here to right here, that's a 75% drop. Survived it and made a new all-time high. That's big time. That's big time. That shows a lot of resilience. Its next thing that it could do, all right, is its big support level is right here, all right, and that's about $3.5 million of market cap. So if it loses this current level, Akash, it could definitely go down to 3.5 mil. But if it holds, it needs to break above, I would say, this area right here, all right, this area right here. And that is, if we look in market cap wise, it's always a little easier looking at this in market cap. Let me go right here. It needs to break above $10 million of market cap again for this thing to start turning bullish. All right. I didn't realize this. Oh my gosh. This thing went up to $46 million. Wow. So because it's definitely holding right here. All right. It's holding right here on that low. That's bullish, but you want to see this bounce, and you want to see it bounce fast. But it looks good. It looks good. I think it has potential for sure. I'm going to add this to my watch list right now. Jimothy. I think it's a funny name. It's mimetic. It has some exchanges. Volume is decent. It's actually tremendous. 110% of its market cap. 7 million volume today. So a lot of sell pressure, a lot of the bears, a lot of the early whales were getting out of this. That means in the last couple of days here. Cedars, does Vilo show heat map for different coins of buy limits and sell limits? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but we do have the liquidation heat map over here. Let's see how much has been liquidated today. Liquidation heat map, shorts, most of it is in Bitcoin, obviously 46 mil, and Ethereum. So most of it is in shorts today. All right, but it's trading sideways right now, trading sideways. Elaborate what you mean, and I can definitely add it in if we're missing something. I put a message last night up in the chat, and I said, if there's anything missing on Vilos, anything missing, you just let me know up in the chat, and I will add that for you. I will accommodate that tool or put that in there. This thing is a super app, all right? It's an absolute super app. You definitely want to join, all right? And it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. It's crazy. New update, options and volatility over here. So you get to see how big of a move the options market is paying for, everything like that. All right. There's a lot of people that are very, very smart traders in our community, and I know that they'll appreciate this. You also have active flows, capital flows up in cryptocurrency, all right, throughout the exchanges. I know some of you probably don't know what any of this is, but eventually I'll go through like a session where I teach people about this stuff. Treasuries was already there, hacks, everything like that, raises, funding raises for all these cryptocurrencies out there and companies, smart money. You got your yields where you could actually stake and earn passive income, the best yields on the planet right there. Obviously, you have your total value locked. And then when you click in on one, you can see exactly which protocols have the total value locked amongst these chains on Ethereum, on Solana, on Robinhood, anything. And look at that. Robinhood is number 15 for total value locked. It's a brand new chain. It was launched literally last month. It already has $400 million. So it passed Stellar. I passed a bunch at Cardano. Obviously, that one's not good. But it's approaching the big boys up here at the top. Solana, Base, they still got a big lead though. 4.5 billion above that. You get your multi-chart as well. So you could either, these are the ones that I was looking at today on my multi-chart. I got Cashcat, Ethereum, Solana, and Troll. You could also go and make multiple different, charts if you want. You could throw in Bitcoin, anything, like literally anything. Just have it chill there. You know, if you have a monitor, all right, I have 2 monitors. I open this tab up, I put it over there. I see there's a bunch of things trading at the same time. It's nice. And then also, I mean, if I'm feeling like it, I could open up the chat, or I could open up a game over here and play on the side while I'm trading stuff. You can even do the same thing for, if you go over to DexScan, and like, let's say like you were to go on like the what if one, you could open up the arcade or the chat at the same time. Because when you're in these DexScan tokens, you want to watch the moves very closely. And I would say when you have things in your portfolio, set alerts as well. So you want to go on the project over here. You want to click on Vilos Alert, and then it'll literally send you a notification to your phone if the price goes 10% below or whatever. You set your custom alerts, all right? So you always know. Because multiple times with Cashcat, when it was dipping down to 0.037 at 37 mil market cap, I had set alerts for it to dip down below 40 million. I got those alerts and I quickly went and bought some Cashcat, all right, in my Robinhood wallet. That's where I buy my Cashcat. You can buy it on any of those wallets and stuff. But look at this, guys, okay? Cashcat. It's about to break 70 mil. It's about to break 70 million. All right. Looking good. Looking very good. Let me see some of my trades right now. Once you go full-time crypto, it's a fun thing, right? You don't have a job anymore. This is your job. Like you trade 24/7, 365 anytime. Right over here, what's this Cashcat trade at? All right, so I made $3,124. This one's up 84% because I bought 100K Cashcat tokens at 0.037. All right, so that one is at $3,124. And then I have this one right here. This one's up, what, $1,000? This one wasn't as big. Yeah, I bought another 40K Cashcat right here. That's up $1,000. So now I've made 45 or something, 45. And then I had one more. Where is the other one? This one right here, 3,000. I bought 150K Cashcat. They're all still open. You'll know when I close them, and you'll know if I close partial of them, 25%, 50%, whatever. If I'm just taking my moon bag, whatever. You'll know all of that stuff. So that's pretty good. Almost $10,000 in 10 days. That's decent. That's decent. But these are long-term holds. I believe in Cashcat long-term. I think these are all going to turn into 6-figure bags. Crunk, good to see you. Legends, good to see you. Are you still holding XRP? I have a long-term XRP bag, and I have not checked it out in a long time. I haven't even added it to my portfolio yet on Vilos. It's in a cold storage wallet. It's like a long-term bag. It's like what, like 20,000 XRP or something. It's not like a big bag, but it's just in case XRP actually explodes and goes, nuclear. But it's a long-term bag though. I think it's good though for a long term. Ron, good to see you. I had a funny dream of seeing you and the actress Lily James being in a serious relationship. What? Lily James, who is that? I've never heard of this person in my life. Lily James. Well, I'm currently in a relationship right now. So I'm currently in a relationship. All right, long-term relationship. But what is she in though? Cinderella? I've never seen this person in my life. That's a really weird dream, Ron. She's not ugly though, but she's a little too old for me though. She's 37. That's funny. Fumin, the coin feels a bit, wait, what did you say? I mean, he mentioned the real raccoon, not the coin. What are you talking about? The coin feels a bit farmy right now, though. I don't know. Yeah, the Jimothy one, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it yet. I think you got to do a little bit more deep research on who are the devs behind this. Like, what's the team's goal? Because they dropped this thing big time. Like, they had a really nice market cap here at 42 million. This was 11 days ago, 43 million dollars in market cap, and this thing dropped big time all the way down to 5.8 mil. That's a big drop. They went through like a knife through butter, all of their support levels. So it seems kind of sketchy, you know. I wouldn't have thought that this thing, after it had this peak over here going to 20 mil and came back down to 5, you would have thought that this thing was going to hold above 10 million again, you know, if it went up to 40, but no, this thing went way down. I don't know. I'm not going to add it though. Not right now. It needs to get some more exchanges. You know, it doesn't have that many. It doesn't have that many exchanges. Let me go over here real quick. Let me go dashboard. So this is a new thing that's in Vilos 2. It's called dashboard. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to greet you every single time. I'm going to add it so that the AI, the Ask Vilos AI, is in here as well. And obviously, let me see. If I ask the Ask Vilos AI, are my cash cat positions doing good? Let me see what it comes back with. But essentially, the dashboard is like an overview of you as a trader and tells you things like that. Let me see over here. But your 2 live entries, 0.037 and 0.43. I think it's not updated yet. It has to update because CashCat just pumped up today. I don't think it's updated yet. It doesn't know that CashCat just went like a few hours ago from, what is it? 4.2, like 0.042 to 0.068. This was, let me see, 24 hours. Yeah, like literally at 1 o'clock, it for some reason just spiked up big time. 1 o'clock. That's like 4 hours ago right now. Like, is your current girlfriend or any of your exes either a Capricorn, Taurus, or Scorpio? I don't know anything about zodiac stuff. That is typically a Gemini man's lane. I am a Gemini. But no, she's a Leo. She's a Leo and very fiery personality. But the other one before that was September. So I don't know what that one is. If you don't mind me asking, how much did you put into Pepe? And how much did you make at 100x? That answer, I am not going to answer that, but I did make a lot. David, when will trading volume increase? If summer is usually like this, it'll pick up, Cedars, in October, November, and December, once the bull market starts. If you had to name 1 to 2 new meme coins that could do a Pepe in the next bull run, which would it be? Your conviction? I just told you guys, this one right here, CashCat, and then the other one is Troll. These are the 2 best ones that you could add to your portfolio, in my opinion. And Troll is even at a better price point right now to accumulate. I just bought some Troll at 0.036 or 37 like 2 days ago or something like that. And I'm trying to become a Troll millionaire. I want a million Troll. That's my goal. So this thing is, you know, it went up to 13 cents. Now you're getting it right back down at 3 cents, 3.5 cents. And in the bull market, it didn't have a full bull run last cycle. It went up to 27, 28 cents. Yeah, 28 cents was its all-time high. So think about it. You put 10,000 into this. Like, you have high conviction in this one. You go to perspective over here. You go to perspective, and like, let's just say like we did Troll. and it goes up to currently like SPX's level again, which is like, it's like 30 cents or something. SPX is at 30 cents. Yeah. So if Troll went up right here and then you put in $10,000, you would turn that into $83,000. If Troll just goes back up to 28, 30 cents, you're making almost 100 grand. Like, once the bull run starts and we're at the end and Bitcoin is broken out and it's above its 200 week and 200 day moving averages, all right? When it's above these moving averages over here, the bull market has officially started after this box is completely traded in, all right? And then it's finally over here in 2027. I will have more than $10,000 worth in Troll. I'm going to deploy most of my capital in this area, in this sweet spot, over the next 60 to 90 days. And Troll is going to be one of those ones that's I'm going to put a lot of money into, right? Because it's just it's got the thing, you know. Cash Cat is almost at 7 cents, guys. It's almost at 7 cents. Really, really good. But zoom out. You did not miss the move. All right. I know that, you know, most people, if you're a smart trader, you don't want to buy on green candles. But this one is different because it's the leading coin on the chain and it's under 100 mil right now. It's under 80 million, under 70 million. This thing is going to have a huge bull run ahead of it, and you're getting it right here. It's going to beat these peaks, all right? I've seen and studied meme coins for like 8 years now, 7 years. This thing has what it takes, and it has the volume and the lore and the story and the team behind it to get it to big time levels over here, all right? And it has a lot of liquidity, so whales like this one. They can get in and they can get out, so that's a huge bonus. Cash Cat has millions of dollars of liquidity. If we were to go over here to DexScan, and let's go check out just on chain, like in the Uniswap B3 pool over here, how much liquidity there is. There's $4.7 million of liquidity just on Uniswap. So there's even more liquidity spread amongst crypto.com and all these other chains, all these other exchanges as well. Nice. You got into Cash Cat over the weekend, and what if? Nice. Better late than never. Exactly. If I'm telling you you're not late to this, like, believe me, like you are not late to this. All right. Now, you're not getting it this morning when it was at, let me see over here, when it was at 4 cents 3. Okay. You're not getting it there, but you're getting it here instead of up here where a lot of people got it, right? A lot of people were buying it up there. That's why it was trading up there. So those people up here are all like, kind of like panicking and whatever like that. But when you're buying it, when it's down 85% from the lows, you're not panicking. You're chill. You're chilling. You know that it's basically just green skies ahead, you know? The Vilos AI tells me about Hyperliquid when I ask about Kita. That's really weird. I think it's because if you have Kita and Hyperliquid on your watch list or in your portfolio, it's analyzing both of those. So just make sure that you're asking it a specific question. But also another big update to Vilos is our Hyperliquid Hub. So Hyperliquid Hub over here just analyzes all the perps being traded on chain on Hyperliquid. So there's 177 different perps markets on Hyperliquid. Open interest is 6.87 billion, and you can see exactly which ones are being traded the most on all of them right there. All right, so very nice little update. Hyperliquid, I love it. I love Hyperliquid. You also get your derivatives over here. All right, you can see all that stuff. There's just so much to explore. So much to explore in Vilos. Hey, your girlfriend have a friend for me when I become a millionaire next year? You know, if we meet up sometime, maybe at like a conference or something. I didn't go to Bitcoin 2026 because it's a bear market and it's lame in the bear market. But I've met a lot of you guys at the Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville and 2025 in Vegas. And, that was really, really fun. That was good memories and stuff. So I like meeting you guys there and whatever, maybe, perhaps. Lily James is none of that. She's a pretty Aries lady. If Aries have ever been with you. No, well, I don't know. I don't know if I've been with an Aries or not. I don't follow that stuff. I don't remember these people's birthdays, but I only have one girl that I really like. That's it. I'm still in Marion, hoping the first meme catches on. Can you check it, please, Dave? Absolutely. Good to see you, Howard. We go over here and go to Marion. The Robinhood chain is popping off today because CashCat is the leader and it's starting to pump again. So now is kind of a good time to get some beta plays to CashCat. This one looks like it survived. All right. It is trading above a 700K market cap. So it's trading above 750K. That means that it didn't go completely to zero. Didn't go completely to zero, held above this over here, held nicely above that, wicked below it a couple times, but came back up. This thing might have another run in it for sure, but it's got a lot of work to do. I can just see it on the chart. Let's go to a higher time frame here. Let's get some less candles on the chart. Yeah, this thing looks like it was like a big pump and dump, but if they're posting on X, this thing has some type of narrative behind it. It was the first ever meme deployed on the chain. So it's not as good as CashCat because CashCat Robinhood was going to be called that. This is just kind of like of a made up character. Let me see their engagement. It's a little low engagement, but I don't blame the community. I mean, they literally just saw this thing dip down from let me see, like they thought that there was a lot of hype behind this, and I own a little bit of this, just a tiny little bit, like 200 300 bucks. That's it, because you don't need a lot of money when you're getting into things at around $1 million. If these things run to 100 mil, you are absolutely golden. This thing dipped down 92% and even lower than that, like about 95 96%. So if it survives this and it can have a pump, then it's back on. Right? If it can get above this level over here, right there, that level, then, and that's what, 1.58, $2 million of market cap, then it's starting a new uptrend. All right. It's starting a new uptrend, but it could just be a dead cat bounce. A dead cat bounce is like when it dies out, but it has like a little relief rally and then it comes back down again. Or this thing trades nicely again, holds, trades nicely, holds, and then it could actually make a new all-time high. So this thing though, 700K market cap, volume is very low, 89K. I think this one is probably dead. It's probably dead, but they have a chance still. They're still at 750K. They still got a chance. But yeah, it's looking rough for that one. Looking rough. What about that Fox one? Let me see. Did Fox do anything? Fox looks like it died. It looks like Fox is dead. It's too bad because Fox actually, Robinhood and a lot of the cartoons, it was the Fox, it was this guy. And it's just too bad that sometimes, teams, they get a good idea, they get a good name and ticker and logo and character, everything like that, but they just don't hold the floors, Now this thing is different. This thing looks like it actually did hold a little bit here. It had that bottom over there and you can see that it's bouncing off of it again. But it's still in a major downtrend right now. Major downtrend, and it's having a really, really difficult time getting out of this right now. You can see every time that it approaches the downward sloping trend line, it gets rejected, and it approaches, it gets rejected, and it keeps doing that over and over again. So what about volume on this? 124K. This one looks a little bit better than Marion right now, if you were to invest in something super high risk. But yeah, I would just stick to the main one right now, because I'm already making thousands of dollars off of it. CashCat right now, look at that, it went from 6.9 to 6.7. So this thing has the potential to give you a nice entry again. Maybe today it goes up to 70 million, 75 million. and then it comes back down to the mid 60s or even at 0.06, and then that's when you put your little entry in. You know, if it comes back down to these levels over here, you're even luckier. If it goes down below 50 million again, I'd say snipe some, because this thing has broken the downtrend. It is on a new uptrend now. So it's in a bull trend. Yeah, in a bull trend right now. It's definitely bottomed out. This was the bottom. It was like $35 million in market cap. Higher low, higher highs. It's currently trading upwards again. So if this thing comes back down a little bit for you, I'd say snipe some. I'm gonna be sniping more. I'm gonna definitely be adding more. I want to get 1 million. 1 million out of the 1 billion. So I would own 1,000th of the supply. That's pretty good, because there's a lot of holders now for Cash Cat. If we were to go over here, how many holders are there? 38,000 holders. So, and then, I mean, like, let's say you were to go with like, let me see something. If we were to go to the blockchain over here, how much does it cost to be in the top 1,000? Robinhood chain block scout over here real quick. Let me see. Cash Cat. If we were to go see, like, how much does it cost to be in the top 500 holders, let's say. This thing loads. Their block scout is very slow. Okay, wait. So holders 50 plus. The top holders Uniswap, they hold 34 million. All right. Then you got a few whales up here. Does it only show the top 50? Yeah, it only shows the top 50. But 50th holder on the planet holds 2 million tokens. I want to try to get 1 million tokens. So I'd probably be around the top 100 or 200 minimum. That'd be pretty good. Out of, like, you know, 40,000 holders, that's pretty good. This is not a dating channel. Leave this man alone with the personal questions and horoscopes, lol. That's funny. Yeah, I did say it. Yep, I did say it. I'm not gonna say it again. Akash, which other runner would be your choice other than Cash Cat? Well, you know, I've told you this multiple times up in the community and on these streams. I'm really bullish on Troll. I also see if Sui has any type of bull run this run, all right, like let's say Sui, let's go to Sui first. Then Lo-Fi, I think, is the best play on Sui. Sui last bull run went to a $15 billion market cap at $5 at the all-time high. It's at 69 cents. This is a layer one. I think the best play on this is this tiny little market cap. This little Yeti one. I love Yetis and Bigfoot and stuff like that, and I think this is just dope. 3.68 million. You know, I got my little lo-fi little Yeti right there, hoping that my bag in this is going to turn into like something big one day. I like that one, but you know, not a lot of conviction in it. Just like tiny little bag. I think FWOG, it's so weird saying FWOG with the W, but I think that's funny. I think this one right here, look at this. This thing went up to $500 million of market cap, and you're getting this thing at 4 million. This thing is down 99.6% from all-time highs. It's on tier ones. I think this thing could easily run up to 100 million again this cycle, and you're getting it at 4. So you throw in like $1,000, you know, you could turn this into like 50,000 or something like that. Like that'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty insane. Or that would be a 25x, 4 million to 100 million. That'd be a 25x. So you turn 1,000 into $25,000 at the peak. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's smash the like on the stream, guys. Let's get as many viewers watching as possible up in the bear market. I can't wait for the bull run. There's going to be way more people hanging out and stuff, but you guys are the smartest ones because everyone coming in the bull run is going to be late, and we're getting all this garbage down 99%. That's where you make the real money every single cycle. All right. I mean, Robinhood chain, runner-up choice. Oh, runner-up choice on Robinhood chain. That is a fantastic question. Let me go to categories over here. Let's go to categories and go to Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood ecosystem. Okay, so you got CashCat number 1. This pipe dog, I was looking at it. It looks kind of sketchy. And then you got the what if, which is making a strong case. Pawns is the, you know, the token deployer. And then after this, it is so wide open. Like if you're a developer on Robinhood, you could become a super rich person if you just make a fantastic idea and you launch like a token that has a great name, has a great logo, great website. You start getting a community behind it. Like it's pretty easy. All right. It's pretty easy to make a token, and it's pretty easy to get it up to like $5 million or $10 million market cap. All right. So you got like a big opportunity, a brand new chain. Robinhood owns it. And you could be like, you know, if CashCat becomes bonk, you could become like the dog with hat or something like that. Like that's insane. So there's a huge opportunity. But right now, there's not many good plays on Robinhood chain. Like the pipe dog one over here, I feel like this one's a scam because on day one, it ran up to 70 million and it was kind of fake because there was whales that added hundreds of Ethereum into the liquidity pools. That pumps the price up. I'm not that big on this one, but it did get MEXC. It got future exchanges. You know, I feel like that's sketchy. Like the team like pumped it all the way up and then they're going to short their own token. They're going to withdraw their liquidity. The token price is going to tank. Then they're going to make money towards the downside. I don't like this one. This one over here, I'm just not a big fan of the meme itself. I think that their artwork is very, very basic. Like it's super, super easy to do this. You want to kind of be a project that not everybody can just like do it. Like this is like a simple, like you ask ChatGPT to make you a picture, like, and it's a super simple website, you know, but right now it's performing, it's doing good. So I would say this will be the number 2. But I wouldn't put any money into this. I would just stay to this one, just CashCat. That's the number 1. Michael, good to see you. I bought some Solana around $52 and Hype around $40. Those are good entries, bro. I'm planning to invest more during the next market dip. Please choose one. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I would say, let's go check out the RSIs on both of them. So Hype's at 54. RSI over here is at 38. And then what about Solana? What's the RSI at? If you're talking about entries right now, Hyperliquid is at a better entry. RSI is lower. Solana's at 45 relative strength index. Hyperliquid's at 38. And Hyperliquid is like the leader in its space, right? It's the leading perpetual exchange on the planet, whereas Solana competes with Ethereum. And also Solana is a bigger market cap than Hyperliquid. So I think that there's more gains and more upside to Hyperliquid at $12 billion in market cap instead of Solana at $42 billion. They're both going to do well. They're both in my portfolio. They're the 2 biggest holdings in my portfolio though, both of these things. I would say Hype would be number 1. And people get so fearful when it dips, like every single token. Like once it goes down, they're not bullish anymore. That's when you need to get even more bullish on it because you've already done your pre-existing research on it. And then now, like the dichotomy between this asset is that the price is lower. You're getting the same exact asset, just on a discount. So yes, go get some Hyperliquid. I would say that. Cooper on Robinhood. Let's go check it out. Cooper on Robinhood. Let's go check it out. 218K market cap. It's brand spanking new. Launched on August 28th. having a nice run up so far out the gate. All right. You can see that, you know, it ran up from obviously like, I don't know, like 5K market cap whenever it launches. It went up all the way to, let me see real quick. Let's flip this into MCAP instead of price because it's so low in price right now. It went up to 149K. Then it dipped. That's probably when the devs sold, or like some people sold like early. And then it went down to 12,000. Oh my gosh. So literally rugged 99%. Then now it's having a run up again. Is this a CTO? It looks like the original team is still... If we were to go check if it's a CTO or not. No, it's not a CTO. So decent engagement, 40 likes for something like this. It's, yeah, I mean, like it's kind of normal. It's really small. Let me see real quick what their website's like. Oh, I can't even get it. So they got to fix something with their website. I don't know. Let me see the logo if I zoom this in. Yeah, decent looking logo. Decent looking logo. If we were to go to their X page over here. Is this their website? No. It says unsafe link. I'm not going to click on that right now. They got to fix something with their website so that it looks safer to browsers out there. That's going to be a big thing. I like the little scarf with the Robinhood feather on it. It looks nice with the green. And what is this? So essentially this is like, it's a mascot of the office. Meet the honorary member of our design team, Cooper. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, it has potential. Has potential. They need to go get CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap for sure. They need to go get those for sure. I think they might already have it because Vilos has it. Vilos is picking up on this. So yeah, I like the chart. Looks like a bullish chart. 224K market cap, good volume, 211K. It's basically sitting near its all-time high right now. So where could it come back down to? Let me do this real quick. Let's do here to here. It did come back down to the 382. I feel like this dip could be a little bit heavier. It's on an uptrend right now. It's on an uptrend. I think it could come back down a little bit lower here. Like right here, it could come back down to its uptrend. That would be... I got to keep doing this in market cap. I forget because I'm not gonna pronounce all those zeros every single time. Right there. Let me do this. I think it could definitely come back down to here, right here. That would be 168K market cap. Then if it bounces, then it's still in its uptrend right there. I feel like there's a little bit more sell pressure coming for it because you know, with these early ones, you see one green candle, 2, 3, and usually you see like 2 or 3 red candles, but it makes a higher low, right? And that's why it stays in the uptrend. So decent, maybe throw in like $100 or something like that. Super high risk, you know, that is like 200K market cap. So it's right out the gate and it launched 2 days ago. So there's not much TA to do on it yet, but it's looking good. It's looking good so far. They need to get on CoinMarketCap and they need to fix their website. What do you think of Hoppy on Robinhood? I don't like derivative coins that have launched on previous chains that launch on another chain, right? So like Hoppy over here, it looks like all the Hoppies are dead. So I don't know which one you're talking about, but 36K market cap is the biggest one. Is this the one that yeah, this is the one that you're probably talking about because it had a run up and it went up to 4.7 million. I mean, dude, this is dead. It absolutely is dead. It dropped 100%. It went from 5 mil to 36K. It's over. It's absolutely over. The team's out. Everyone's out. No volume, $1,700 in volume. It's over. That one's cooked. And then the other ones, I mean, like they're not even real tokens yet. I mean, there's only 2K market cap, so they're not even there. I wouldn't buy like Pepe on Robinhood, Poppy on Robinhood, or things like that. Buy original memes that we've not seen before, and that'll make you a lot of money and stuff. But we are at 310 members on Vilos. You want to be in the top 400 members. And then you want to start making trades, guys, because you want to be on this leaderboard here. There's going to be so much clout for the people in our community that are like actually closing good trades and stuff like that. People are up in our community are going to follow your trades. So like, let's say you call a bunch of good trades, and let's say like you called like a really small market cap, and then we have thousands of people in the community and you're up on the leaderboard. You could call like a small little market cap and actually move the chart yourself, because people are going to be like, oh, well, he called the last 5 ones that did really good. I'm going to follow him into this. So, it benefits to get into the community and actually do the trade entry, put your entries, everything like that. And even if you lose on a trade or you didn't pick the right one, dude, nobody bats 100% all the time. All right. Nobody bats 100% all the time. So, commodities over here. What's gold at today? I forgot to check gold. Gold hasn't moved. It's at $4,100. Stocks. Let me see. Nvidia's back up at 200. All right. But what about X? I actually didn't check X today. Let's see breaking news real quick. All right. Senate Majority Leader Toon says he still expects to hold a vote for the Clarity Act this week before recess. I don't think it's going to be a big pump in the market, though, even if it passes. Maybe it does. Wow, what? FBI agent arrested and charged with stealing $1 million in crypto from suspects' accounts? Oh my God. That is insane. $1 trillion was added back into the U.S. stock market. S&P 500 closes at $7,600. No way. It's having a V-shaped recovery. If we go over here, look at that. Oh my gosh. It's currently about to hit new all-time highs, ladies and gentlemen. The stock market is 0.27% below making a new all-time high. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Wow. The AI companies are just killing it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Taco. Website is working for Cooper. I don't know why it's not working for me. Maybe it's like where I'm at in the world. I don't know. What if we all become millionaires? I do like that. I do like saying it, there's a lot of cool examples that you can say about it. I just think that they need to work on their artwork a little bit more, but they have like the name. For sure, the name is really good. And they need some more exchanges. Apparently they got that Blowfin one, so that's good. That's a good start. They need to get some more though, like quickly, because now they have the market cap to support paying for some listings now. So what do you think of Ninehood on Robinhood chain? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that one. What's Ninehood on Robinhood chain? 1.5 mil market cap. Let me see. Community intel, 52 out of 100. Could be a little bit more bullish. Could be like maybe in the 70s or 80s. That means that there's some people that aren't really bullish on it. Let me see. So its first run up over here, it went to, let me go market cap. It's a little easier. First one, it went up to about 947K market cap. Then it dropped 52% overnight. Went down to 450K, held, kind of chopped around a little bit. All right. Broke out of this falling wedge, kind of chopped all the way back up. All right. Has made, like, once it makes like a new all-time high, like if I go over here real quick and we just do like this, that was its previous all-time high. You know, it goes into price discovery a little bit, and then it just, like, there's a lot of people that nuke it. Let me see, what was this drop over here? 28%. That wasn't that bad, but this one is kind of severe though. This drop that it's had, this one went from 2.5 million all the way down to 600K. That looks like a lot of whales, and the team probably took some profits or something. Well, insiders, people that are getting in at the beginning, taking profits, things like that. So I don't like that dip. That dip is really, really drastic. So that means, like, on the way back up here, there's going to be selling pressure because now people are a little scared. Now people are a little scared on the way back up. Looks like it kind of broke out there. Let me go on the 1 hour chart. Let me do this. Looks like it's kind of breaking, but it needs to get above this point right here. That's what it needs to do. It needs to get above $1.7 million of market cap again. And then, yeah, then it'll have some selling pressure on the way back up. It needs to get some buys in. And then it's going to have a lot of selling pressure around the previous all-time high of like 2.5, because a lot of people are probably pretty nervous now after it dropped that much. You know, you would have thought that this one could probably like hold a little better. You know, like you would have thought that this one could have held above here, because that was like a previous area that was trading in, but it went through that and it went all the way back down, but it did hold over here. That was its support. Held above like at like $500,000 of market cap, 600K market cap, but it's in a downtrend right now. So it could definitely keep going down lower, you know, definitely in a downtrend. Needs to make like some type of move towards the upside. I don't really know though what this is. What is this? 120K liquidity. It's really low liquidity. There's not that much liquidity in this thing. So like the price probably fluctuates a lot. If somebody sells like $2,000 or like $5,000, then this thing could easily like drop 300K market cap or 200K market cap like really fast. So you're seeing there's a lot of sell pressure coming in. Do they have any exchanges? No exchanges so far. So I don't know if this one's going to get any exchanges or not, but you're seeing that it's had a little bit more of a run up, went back up, dropped to 800K, went up back to 1.85, because there's a lot of people that are like wary about this, because like it dropped big time here, that this little pump didn't last. You know, it went to 1.85, then dipped right back down to 1 mil again. So it needs to like get some more buying pressure up here and get back up, you know, or else it's going to have a longer consolidation period towards the downside. So let me see. 1,800 followers. Looks like they have some people on social media talking about them. Looks like they're holding community spaces. That's good that they're engaging with their community. Let me see the website. Yeah, it's not like a bad character. It's not a bad character. I think their website could be a little bit better. This thing, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy this thing, but you could make money with this. If this thing goes above 1.8 mil, $2 million of market cap, then this thing could maybe run up to $8 million to $10 million. It could, but it needs to get above there. You know, maybe this is going to be a lower high. That's the thing. High lower high, lower high. So this thing is at like a really crucial trading point right now. Actually, if you're in this, don't just like step away from the screen. Like if you're in this, you got to watch this because it's at a crucial point right now. But yeah, I mean, what about its bubble map? Can we do that? No, it's too early. Let me do over here. Is it decentralized? Maps. Insight X. Yeah. So this is a kind of scary cluster here. I don't really like this cluster a lot. That's 9. So this cluster right here is 10%. 10% right there with one guy. Let's take that guy out right there. That's one person right there. Then you have this cluster, that's 10%. So 20% is held between two people. And then you have this one over here, another 9%. So you have 30% held between 3 people. And then you have this one right here, 3.3%. That's a pretty big whale. So you have about what, 40 to 50% of the supply is held within the top 10 people. It doesn't look very decentralized, so I wouldn't get that. Let me go over here real quick. Nice. We're getting some likes up on the stream. Let's smash the like. Smash the like. What else did we not check today? We checked trending. Is Cash Cat still number 1? Yep, Cash Cat is still number 1. Looking good. Sounds good, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Join Vilos. That link is in the pin chat down below. Definitely go do that. You'll follow all my trades in real time. You can make money with me during this bear market. And then we're going to absolutely become multimillionaires in 1 year to 2 to 3 years from now. Not financial advice, but yeah, go join it. It's really, really fun. Plus, the arcade is in, you can start playing the games with us in the community and everything, and, following everything in the stock market. There's also big updates to the stock market. You can see all the insiders in these publicly traded companies selling and buying the stocks. You can also look at the ETFs, everything like that, what the ETFs are holding. That's another big thing. You can see, State Street over here, the S&P 500 ETF, obviously that's the S&P 500, but you can see the weighted average of all their positions in it, like everything like that. You can see politicians. What are the politicians trading in real time here? Insiders. That's the stock market. And then you get your global indexes. You get your equity intel as well. Earnings calls for all this stuff, 13F filings. You get your calendar as well. Everything is here. So sounds good, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Have a fantastic evening.